Welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where today we have a different topic to discuss. We are going to talk about Hardanger Embroidery. Hardanger Embroidery was established in Norway, and it was very popular from 1650 to 1850. But there was a needlework revival in the 1990s in the United States, and this became popular around early 2000. So the book that I learned to do Hardanger is by Leisure Arts. You can still find this on eBay. It's called Teach Yourself Hardanger Embroidery, Beginner Instructions and Basic Techniques. You can buy this on eBay. I'd say you might be able to still find it on Amazon, maybe abooks.com. You could check there. So I'm going to go over a few little things you need to know to get started to make a Hardanger project. It says Hardanger is a beautiful form of embroidery that appears complicated because of its intricate look. Actually, Hardanger involves only a few basic stitches, which can be easily mastered by even the beginning stitcher. Norway is credited with developing Hardanger into its present form. The origins of Hardanger reach all the way to Asia and Persia. The women of Norway traditionally used white thread on white linen, which sometimes contained as many as 50 threads per inch. The embroidery decorated their clothes and linens. Over the years, a fabric containing 22 threads per inch became so closely associated with the technique that it's now called Hardanger fabric. So I'm going to show you what Hardanger fabric looks like. So it's also referred to as counted cross-stitch fabric 22. And it says I bought this at Hobby Lobby. I'm quite sure you still cannot buy it for $1.47. But this is what you would use. Now let me take it out and show you the weave. It is very, very tiny. Instead of going over 2 threads like you do when cross-stitching, in a Hardanger you go over 4 threads. So now let's continue on. Okay. Hardanger may also be worked on other even weave fabrics such as linen or Lugana. Thread. 2 sizes of DMC pearl cotton are used when working Hardanger, sizes 5 and 8. So this is size 8. This is the really fine little thread that you use to do the drawn work and the tied off work. And then you're going to use a thicker, and I'm not seeing my white on white in here, but I know I have some somewhere. This is your size 5, and this is very, very thick, which perfectly covers the very small holes in this fabric. Here's a piece of even weave linen that this could be worked on. In fact, it looks like I started a piece here and didn't get very far with it. And then I was given a cross-stitch ornament that was started but not finished. So that's really nice. I don't remember making that. I don't think I made it. Okay, so now then, 5 and 8. So we have the thicker, which is the 5, and the very small 8. And normally these would coordinate in the same colors. And DMC does not have all matching sizes in all colors, so you have to look for that as well. I suppose I don't have any more white in here. That's kind of shocking. Okay, now you will also need, let's go on into this. For Hardanger, the thread is usually matched with the fabric, the most popular colors being white for white fabric and ecru for ivory fabric. When working Hardanger, use a tapestry needle. So these are tapestry needles. Okay, they have a very large eye, which is necessary because this thread is very thick to go through there. You're also going to need some kind of little embroidery scissors. I love these Fiskars ones. I have 2 pairs. You can buy them at Walmart. And you're also going to need a hoop in addition to your threads and your linen. So just 6 little items to get started, okay? And you can buy all this at Joann Fabrics, Hobby Lobby. You might be able to find the needles and the scissors at Walmart. Okay, let's see here. When working Hardanger, use a tapestry needle. The blunt point helps prevent splitting the cotton fabric threads. All right, now, Hardanger combines satin stitch, cut work, drawn work, and needle weaving. What are you talking about, Erin? So a satin stitch, like this pillow right here, is a straight lined up bulked stitch. Drawn work and cut work or anything that you have to cut the threads out on. So this is a project that I started, and I think I combined patterns in the Teach Yourself Hardanger Embroidery. And so you basically fold your fabric into fourths, find your middle center, and that is where you're going to start. And then you start counting over 4 threads. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you keep going around, and then you will go through. You never cut anything until all your stitches are done, until they are completed. So I feel like, I can't remember what happened with this, but I feel like I made a boo-boo on it somewhere, and that's why I haven't finished it out. And I couldn't find the mistake this morning, but I need to go back over it and look. And you can see when you combine 2 colors how beautiful this is. It's very pretty. Okay, and this pattern also came out of this book, and it's the little table piece, I believe. Now, let's say that you get really good at this, and you would like some advanced patterns. There are books you can buy on eBay, such as Hardanger number 2 by DMC. So let me show you some of these projects. Let's go back to the Leisure Arts pamphlet, which I feel has the best directions and the best pictures. So you'll go through, it'll show you up close and personal what to do. You have big, glorious patterns. And you're going to want to start with a design fairly simple like this, because it can get very complicated. So in here we have all these pictures on the front and back are all the projects you can make in this book. It's very nice. Then you can go into DMC Hardanger 2. Hardanger 2 involves cross stitch and Hardanger embroidery. And so you're going to combine the two and make some really beautiful projects like this. Hardanger 3 is even more complicated, and they show you how to make a curtain in here, how to make table runners. So let me show you some of those projects. And here's the white on white. I think the white on white is just so stunning. So here's the projects. We've got table runners, doilies, curtain, candle mat, all those things. Then we have, finally, Hardanger 4. And Hardanger 4 is, of course, more involved. And here we have tablecloth with roses, square doily, cushion cover, square tablecloth, apron, and runners. And so here's all the projects in this particular book. And I love counted cross stitch, so I find the mixture of Hardanger and cross stitch to be very pretty. And it's also rather complicated. I mean, it's something you definitely have to build up to. And so when we look at these patterns, they look like this. And you can see there's a lot more cut work, a lot more involved. And then, excuse me, there's also the joining of the patterns. I mean, this is complicated. I know. I honestly, I'll probably never make anything out of 4, but I bought it because I wanted the whole set of the books. So here's an apron. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to make an apron after you do all that work. You certainly would not want to get it dirty. Here's a huge tablecloth. And here's a runner. So if we were going to do this for real, you need a hoop. So you're going to put this in the hoop. This is why I like metal hoops, because they automatically form. And then you would, let's try that again. You would pick up where I left off here, and you would go over 4 rows of your lines on your fabric, and you would make 4 stitches, and then you would continue on. So now, other things you can do with these is I made, let's see what year, in 2001, I made this for my mother. And she really had an affinity for all things sage green, which I am not a huge sage green fan, but this is pretty. So I did the cut work. I did the satin stitch, which is what we're looking at, these big heavy lines. And then at that point in time, I was also into silk ribbon embroidery. And so I filled the center up with a silk ribbon rose. And this one, a blue ribbon at our local fair, in 2001. So there are all kinds of videos showing you how to do very complicated stitches on Hardanger on YouTube. But I just wanted to show you the basics and so show you the materials you would need. So we talked about fabric, threads, scissors, hoops, and we talked about patterns. And so it was my main goal just to show you how you could get started. This is a very fun pastime. It's exceptionally challenging, more so even than counted cross stitch, because if you're off at all, your design will not turn out. You have to be very meticulous with your stitches, which makes it challenging but also fun. So I hope you learned something from my video today. Please like and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if you like these vintage books, go on eBay and look these books up. I will put the descriptions in the description box. Thank you so much for joining me, and please come back.